Hey, I'm Neelaveni. I am working for PayPal since past 5 years. My current role is a product manager or product owner in the accounting and reconciliation domain, where we reconcile the traffic coming in versus the settlements we receiving. So this role I had shifted from a pure engineering perspective. The way we think from a coding purpose standpoint is entirely different from what we do in a product manager or a product owner kind of role. We have to understand the business functionality behind the reason, behind the particular requirement given. So that was a major chunk where I have to lift and shift my brain working in purely coding perspective, like what is the input, what is the output. Instead that I started to think from a user standpoint and see whether the input, whatever is given, whether the user is satisfied and whether that is the expected outcome. Instead of just relying on the data output, it was wholesome on what else is needed for the user apart from this output, any enhancement they need or any feature addition they need. That is the change in my mindset which had happened with this change, and that was a major lift and shift. I work for PayPal, and since last 5 years I have been with PayPal, and I started in PayPal as a product owner, but eventually gradually transformed to a product manager role. And I am a product manager for accounting and reconciliation piece in PayPal, where we reconcile the traffic which is flowing through PayPal and the incoming amount which we get through our vendors to settle, and we reconcile the traffic money spent in to spend out, and we even note what kind of revenues we are making for each processor and acquirer. So the major challenge what I faced was the lift and shift in my mindset from a pure dev engineering perspective, like where we just get some input data and we just think, okay, this is the expected output. Instead of that particular mindset, my mindset had to be lifted and shifted to think from a user standpoint, what else would be needed for them to ease their task, or what additional features if we embedded in the data that will help them to provide more insights. That kind of mindset lift and shift was the greatest challenge, which took specifically few months for me to adjust and prove in this role. So Accredion, before even I joined Accredion, I was kind of into this role only. In particularly, the reason for me to choose Accredion was to get a broader expansion knowledge of what I do just as a data product manager, right? Just to gain insights on the user experience, how users think of what features, what are the different steps or kinds of testing we need to perform to make a product successfully launched. To gain that, only that was the main focus area for me to join this, to gain exposure on other areas apart from data side. So Accredion has helped me to think like, what is a burst ramp, what is a MVP product. When we talk about that, what additional stuff the other folks try to say. So in that way, Accredion has helped me to understand and even to gather the confidence while we communicate to our stakeholders. That is one more point I would like to add, which Accredion has helped me. And coming to the tools perspective, I don't think so in my current org, the tools which we used as part of our Accredion course, we were able to utilize. But definitely when I shift my career from a data product manager, technical product manager, to some kinds of role which involves the user experience, definitely I think those tools are going to help me to ease my task. And at least, when I shift to that role, this basic understanding will give me a confidence to prove in that role. Okay, so I think when I attended this role of a product owner from a data engineering background, I just had 2 rounds. One was a technical round where they try to understand my data analysis skill, and my SQL base and Informatica connectivity, so that it will help me to prove myself in this role. And the second role was kind of stakeholder management kind of stuff, where they wanted to understand how my communication is and in which situation I will align myself, so that if the other stakeholder is not respecting or not behaving in a professional way, how the way how I will react. That kind of round was there as a second round. So I just had these two rounds when I lifted my career from an engineering background to a product owner background. So Ecridian, I think most of the concepts in Ecridian course, it was towards the user experience and the key challenges of several products which are there in the market today, right? So from that standpoint, the role which I am into is a pure data product manager role. So I could just apply only few principles from my course, such as the communication and the point to think to an extent. Okay, if this is the user change, that's how we are getting a change in the data end, and how this user change is going to improvise PayPal's revenue. So this kind of thinking has been jargoned on me post my course, which I'm taking with it. Okay, so I don't think so we need 100% of technical skill to prove ourselves as a product manager. The very basic skill what we need to prove as a product manager is just communication and the self-confidence we have in ourselves and the way we communicate things to our stakeholders. Apart from these 3 points, if you opt for a data technical product manager role, yes, we need to understand few technical terms like how do you query, how do you profile the data, and the basic innovations in data world, like what we have in AI. What are the basic features of AI, how it can help us to improvise the product. I think instead of just going 100% deep into the technicality, an overview of technical things or insights will help you to prove yourselves more as a data technical product manager. But if you just go as a UI or UX product manager role, I don't think so. We need 100%, even 5% of technical stuffs are enough for us to take it forward, like the basic API, the connectivity between the two platforms. That's it.